Hi, good morning. The last session we discussed about the software development lifecycle. Related to software development lifecycle, some other points we are going to cover in this session. So, what topics we are going to cover is what are the common problems in software development lifecycle? When do defects will arise while developing software application? When testing activities should start in software development process? Then difference between quality assurance and quality control. These are the topics we are going to cover. Okay, mainly quality assurance, quality control, one of the important topic in interview point of time. Okay, based on that, what is software development life cycle? Software development life cycle describes the development process of software project or product to fulfill the client requirements within a specified cost and time. Various phases involved in the software development lifecycle, like requirements collection, requirements analysis, design, coding, testing, release, and maintenance. These are the things where we discussed, and every phase more detailed way I explained in the software development lifecycle session. Now, related to that, we are going to discuss other concepts. So, here, first thing, what are the common problems we have while developing application? Common problems while developing software application in SDLC. First one, poor requirements. That means when initial requirements are not clear or incomplete, that will be a problem to develop the application. When requirements are not clear or incomplete, that will be a problem to develop the application. The second one, unrealistic schedule. That means less time, more work is assigned. That will be a problem to develop the application. That means technically, if too much of work crammed in a too little time, that will be a problem to develop application. Third one, inadequate testing or incomplete testing. In present scenario, it is difficult to estimate how much testing sufficient to validate the application. That's one of the problem we have. Inadequate testing or incomplete testing. So in present scenario, it is difficult to estimate how much testing sufficient to validate the application. Next, dynamic changes in requirements. Dynamic changes means frequent changes in the requirements. That means while developing application, if client continuously sending changes in the requirements, that will be a problem to develop application. Then miscommunication. Different members are going to work for a project. Previously, we've seen that expected project team members, the previous session. So, if lack of communication among these members, that will be a problem to develop the application. A simple example: as a test engineer, we identified defect, we reported to developers. Developers not able to understand what kind of defect it is. They need more information. But there is no communication between development team to testing team. So if developers not able to understand, they won't fix it. Problem it is like this. These are the common problems in software development lifecycle. Poor requirements, unrealistic schedule, inadequate testing or incomplete testing, dynamic changes in requirements, miscommunication. Next, when do defects will arise while developing application? When do defects will arise while developing application? In general, defects will arise due to human mistakes. So whatever we have like requirements collection, requirements analysis, design, coding, these all the up to coding activities up to coding. So manual only we can do. We can't go for the automation for this kind of activities. Testing we can go for automation testing, but coding we can't go for automation. Design we can't go for the automation. So requirements analysis we can't go for the automation. Manual only we have to. There is a possibility of the human mistakes. Due to that reason, defects will arise while developing software application. If you see more detailed way here. Example, there is a possibility of the mistakes in coding. Developers may commit the mistakes. Due to that reason, we are going to find the coding defects in a project, right, or product. Or there can be mistakes in design. Yes, design team also may commit the mistakes. This kind of defects are going to call design defects in a project or product. Or there can be incorrect requirements. So whoever collected the requirements or who prepared the FRS document, those are incorrect means. So the output is going to be wrong project or product we are going to get. So the possibilities, when do defects will arise? Don't think that only developers mistake. It can be design team may commit the mistake, or who prepared the requirement documents, or who collected the requirement, they may also commit the mistakes. Due to that reason, defects are going to arise while developing application. Okay. Then when do you think testing activities should start in software development process? When do you think testing activities should start in software development process? Why it is? So testing activity. Okay. When do you think testing activities should start in software development process? Why it is? So here we can say that testing activities should start early stages with development activities. You may have a doubt. Previously, when we discussed about the software development lifecycle, testing said that after coding. What kind of testing activities I said? Unit testing, integration testing, system testing, user acceptance testing. This kind of testing activities are performed on source code and application after coding only. But there are some other activities which we can do early stages. What kind of activities? Example here, whenever requirement documents are prepared, we can go for the review on requirement documents. Review on requirement documents. So that means I said that there is a possibility of the incorrect requirements. So they have to go for the review on the requirements in order to check the requirements are correct or not, all the business needs are covered or not. Further, they have to go for the review. There's a review on requirement documents, but testers are not responsible to identify the mistakes in the requirements. Understand that? So whenever requirement documents are prepared, subject matter expert, SME we are going to call, or domain expert, or project manager, someone can go and do the review on the requirement documents in order to identify the mistakes. That we are going to call. So review and record. This kind of testing activities can start early stages. What is the advantage of that? So whenever we identify defects at early stages, those defects repair cost is going to be less compared to the later stages identified defects. So the early stages identified defects will take less cost to resolve those defects compared to later stages identified defects. Because of that, we can go for the early stages testing. But if I go for any software company, the intention is to develop the quality software. In order to develop the quality software, some process to be followed. Some testing set of testing activities also required. These are all things to maintain. Every company will have the process for quality management. Quality management. What it is quality management? It is a process of preventing defects while developing software to ensure there are no defects in final product. Quality management is a process in order to prevent the defects while developing software to ensure there are no defects in final product. This quality management is divided into two parts. One is quality assurance, other one is quality control. Sometimes we can also call it software quality assurance. Software quality assurance. Software quality control also are going to see. Okay. Generally, quality assurance what they are going to do. QA team. Generally, who are the members in the QA team? High level management team like technical architect, domain expert or subject matter expert, project manager, design architect. These are the members are going to be the high level management team members are going to involve in the quality assurance team. QA team will define development process of the software. They will define development process of software with an intention to prevent defects. Which process we have to follow so that we can prevent the defects. Once process defined, they won't sit idle. The QA team will involve throughout life cycle to monitor and measure strength of development process. So they are going to observe that. So define the process following or not. Is there any weakness in the defined process? Immediately, the QA team will provide suggestion to improve the strength of development process. This is a quality assurance team. QA team will define development process of software in order to prevent defects. This QA team involved throughout life cycle to monitor and measure strength of development process. If any weakness identified, they provide suggestion to improve strength of development process. Second one, quality control, QC. QC team involved after product build in order to find the defects. If any defects are identified, make sure those has to be resolved before deliver the application to client. There's a quality control. After product build it involved. It's simple. If you want to prepare the Irani chai, Hyderabad Irani chai. So some items are required, some process to be followed. What are the items are required? How much ratio those items are required? So what is the process to be followed? This is defined by the QA. Once Irani chai is prepared, before going to serve that one to the friends or guests, what we have to do? We have to check if the taste is there or not. That is what the QC activity. There is a one is process oriented, other one is called product oriented. Now, SEMA. Difference between the quality assurance to quality control. And where software testing comes under. Our testing job, I'm talking about. QA, quality, quality assurance, quality control. It is a process oriented, whereas it is a product or outcomes oriented. Whereas quality assurance, it involves throughout life cycle. It involves throughout life cycle. It involves after product is implemented, then it going to involve. What is the major intention of the quality assurance miss? It is defects, preventive approach, whereas it is defects, detective approach. This is one of the important one interview point of view. Directly they can ask the question to you. Which one comes under defects preventive approach? Which one comes under defects detective approach? QA is the defects preventive approach. QC is defects detective approach. Generally, auditing and reviews are the QA activities. QA teams are going to this kind of activities. Whereas whatever testing we do, software testing is an example for QC activity. But you observe that here the hierarchy is going to be like this. QA tester, quality assurance tester, okay. QA tester, okay, where he is going to be under quality control, one of the person who is going to involve. This QC testing is also certain process required or not to do the testing. Who is going to define these activities? Again, high level management team like QA team. This in QA, one of the activity QC. In QC, one of the activities QA test. This is the hierarchy is going to, right. So that is the session today. In this session, so software development life cycle related concepts we discussed. Try to listen, and if you need material, you can send the request to my mail ID. Okay, I will going to send the notes to you related to these concepts. madhukarqait@gmail.com. You can send the request which topic notes is required, so that I'm going to send it. Thank you. Try to subscribe the channel and click on the bell button also to get the updations. Okay. Thank you.